Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I hope that you are doing good and keeping very, very well. We've just arrived at the hotel here in Brussels, and surprise, surprise, there is only one bed. Thankfully, the accommodating staff have been very generous and put a second bed for Alice. We're not having to top and tail, which is especially good because it is predicted to be a very, very hot weekend. It's typical that we are wanting to sit inside and play Yu-Gi-Oh all weekend when there is beautiful, sunny Brussels out there waiting for us. So we're going to start off the video with a bit of bad news. There are, we believe, no last chance qualifiers happening tomorrow. So the dream is officially dead. We definitely 100% did not qualify for the European Championships this year, which sucks, but it's okay. I think after Nats, for me, that was kind of where I wanted it to happen, and it didn't work out. We'll touch a little bit more on exactly what happened this year a little bit later on, but for now I'm just feeling a bit directionless, to be honest. So I don't really know what this video is gonna primarily consist of, but I think that's also quite exciting. I definitely want to spend some time doing some sightseeing where possible, and Sam has convinced me to enter the Genesis event tomorrow, which I think will be good fun, especially because I don't know anything about Genesis format. All I know is that I cooked up a Phantom Knight deck, which I think could be some good fun to play. So yes, that's what we'll be doing for the majority of tomorrow. Definitely gonna hit up some side events, try and grind some points to get some good prizes, but overall just trying to have as good a weekend as possible here in beautiful, beautiful Brussels. Like I say, we've just arrived, so we're going to spend a bit of time unwinding, and then I think we're going to meet up with Sam and Seb, maybe try and look for some good food spots, get some nice drinks later on, and yeah, just try and kickstart Euros weekend as good as we can. And now I need a hook. Now I need a way to hook the video.
Road to winning Genesis or something.
Road to winning Genesis. Yeah. Alice is currently contemplating the turmoil as to what exactly his side decks consist of. I am as well, but whereas his options are Pot of Sloth, Droll, all of these great cards, I'm deciding whether I want to play Lightning Vortex or Dark Hole.
I'm choosing between which is the worst war crime.
And I'm choosing between which 2004 staple is going in my deck. Dark Hole is the objectively better card. It's got points, therefore it must mean it's good. But Lightning Storm helps me with the PK names, and also it's funny. So that might be enough of a reason to play it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. Deck list sorted for Genesis event. Lightning Vortex in the side. Currently trying to find somewhere to eat. We've been told there's a good food court nearby. Taking in the sights, taking the vibes. It's currently Brussels is a very beautiful, beautiful city so far. TCG player goes to a bar.
Standby. Shifter.
To one scale left grave.
To summon.
Yes.
Sure.
Good morning, good morning. On the way to the venue, bright and early this morning, ready for the Genesis main event. Slightly concerning that it's not appeared on Euron. Deck list submission was last night, so we've just come down a little bit early to make sure that we can actually get in and play. Had some games against Sam on Blitzkrieg last night and Seb on Melfi. Funnily enough, Ophion and Arc Rebellion don't do much into a full Melfi board, but yes. And just like that, we have arrived. Oh, Japanese street foods. So update, the event has appeared on Neuron, so deck list has officially been submitted. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good fun. I've only ever played one Genesis event before, and that was about 3 or 4 point updates ago. I played Armage, of course, and my experience consisted of playing against Monarch, who went pot of greed, into pot of greed, into pot of greed. As I said before, we have brought Phantom Knights. The deck seems kind of good if you don't get paired up against super heavy hand trap decks. Also not entirely sure what I do if my opponent book eclipses me. So yeah, fingers crossed we get a little bit lucky. Bit of a weird structure for the event. Day 1 is today, Friday, of course. But day 2 isn't until Sunday. Everyone's got a bit of a refresh day in between. I suppose that's to accommodate people who want to play both the main event and the Genesis event. I've just spoken to some of the Konami staff, and unfortunately I'm not too sure how much I can actually film inside of the venue for Euros, which is unfortunate, especially because I'm not too sure exactly what this video is going to consist of, but it's fine, we'll make do. It's still a beautiful day. It's predicted to be 30 degrees again later on today, so yeah, it's going to be a scorcher. Supposedly there's about 10 minutes now until round 1 starts. We'll go and find Seb and Sam, who are also playing in the event. I do think that because of some of the issues that people are having with Neuron, that round 1 might be a little bit delayed, with deck lists being submitted a bit after the fact. But either way, we're going to head back inside, find the guys, and get ready for the Genesis main event. I came here hoping to do some last minute qualifiers for the main event. I'm now here playing Genesis. It's funny how life works out.
What's A roll?
Is that Alice roll? Yeah.
Alice roll, bro. Bit of roll.
What's A roll?
It's when you talk, when you do like, you know, when like, talky. Yeah, like here's round 1 went. That's A roll, bro.
Yeah. So how did your round 1 go? Anyway, Matt, I was
So round 1 in the books.
Yeah.
Round 1 in the books.
Yeah.
Took it down. Easy win for the Phantom Knights. I played against nobody who was playing nothing.
It's too scared, bro. Honestly,
Because they didn't show up.
That's aura.
That is aura.
Do you know how many
It's
times
aura.
I've had that? Where people just don't turn up because they just don't want the smoke.
They don't want the smoke. They don't want the cash.
They don't want to lose to Castillo in 2026, bro.
So yeah, first win of the day. Hopefully it's not the last. Probably will be the last.
Nah, man.
Got off to a good start to the Genesis Challenge event. I will update you guys when there's more info for the real round 1, which will actually be round 2. So my first official round of playing in the Genesis Challenge event just finished, and we managed to take it down. I was playing against Paleo, which I was terrified would be a really difficult matchup for PK, and I think it is. I think it definitely still is. I got very lucky. I think his hands mainly consisted of things like rollbacks and wobble cues and stuff, and no real kind of pressure, and the damage output that PK can produce is just really good. I lost the dice roll, but I was pretty glad to be going second in both games because I felt like cards like Breaksword and Twin Twisters really helped clear up the board, and my endboard pieces don't actually do that much into Paleo. It's a lot of like monster negates and stuff, not so much spell and trap negates. So yeah, convincing 2-0. First round of playing of the day is done and dusted, and so those kind of initial nerves are slowly but surely being worn away. During round 2 of the event, they fired the World Championship points playoff. I saw the players and they were sat there for quite a while before they got to play, and I was just thinking how nerve-wracking it must be to be in that position. I'm unsure exactly who I'm rooting for. There are obviously the UK-based players like Jordan Gallagher and Josh Kelly, who of course I would love to see go to Worlds, but there's also my fellow Malice enjoyer, Rico, who I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping that he could squeeze his way through to the World Championship on Malice. Now I think I'm going to head back inside, catch up with the guys, see how they got on round 2, and yeah, try and lock in for Genesis.
Sam, how's the Genesis going?
X1 round 3. We're doing okay. First round, opponent too scared. They have to give me the win. No one turned up, don't worry. And then round 2, we run into Red Dragon Archfiend Rollad, so didn't expect that one today. And then last round, Fairy Tail. They can't deal with me like popping every single monster they own, so it is what it is. It is what it is.
Very good. Well,
there.
We'll get there.
Done and dusted, round 3, XO. Played against Blitzclick just then. Won the dice roll, which always helps. Mostly uninterrupted PK board. He does fleur-de-lis me, but I have the chalice to stop it game 1. Game 3, similar story. He goes fleur-de-lis. He's drawn the punishment, so he can't say anything off it. So I'm like, great. Full board. Can't kaiju me. Can't full interrupted kaiju summon me. Genesis is my format, I think. I think it's going way better. Yeah, I'm hoping that I had Dinkabooey sat to my left, and I had Rev's cards sat to my right. So I'm hoping that I get one of those next round. I do want to play against him. Of course I do.
I wasn't in the video early.
No, in my luck, I always get paired up against known players. So yes, but yeah, we'll see how the rest of the tournament goes, because it's going pretty well so far.
Oh, essentially, it lets you foolish also won. Yeah, okay.
So now we have a play. We special silent boots, and now we're going into our rank 3 toolbox.
Which I think makes sense because the deck is just, essentially, pretty goes along with that. So I think it's pretty fair.
Do you see the first card in the extra deck? Do you see that?
Oh no way!
It is.
Really?
It is.
No. What? What? Was it this one?
It was an evil Thermophion.
So yes, as you just saw, round 5, I think it was, of the Genesis event. I was on feature match. It's the first time that I've ever been on feature. Game 1, I drew unplayable. Going first after winning the dice roll. Played against White Forest. I really, really wanted to show what the deck could do going first, especially uninterrupted. But unfortunately, I did not get to that point. Scooped up game 1. Game 2, same story, man. I saw Stained Greaves in hand and 5 set back row. The objective was to survive, and all I needed to see is one more name, and thankfully, Heart of the Cards, Silent Boots off the top. We're able to combo up into a Requiem. There's a bit of a confusion in terms of rulings with Estella, but it all worked out in the end. And then yes, unfortunately, game 3, we gave it our best shot, but I misplayed, and I think got a little bit too greedy into his last bit of interruption. So we lost the Book of Eclipse. I could have gone summon 2, summon Break Sword, bait something out, and then carry on playing from there, but well, definitely live stream pressure is a real thing. So, but I had a great time. My opponent was really nice. I'm sure you could see if you watched the feature match that we were both just laughing and joking the whole time. I'm really happy that I was playing my favourite deck of all time, and I got to showcase a little bit of what the deck could do. I'm probably going to rewatch it later and see everybody slating me in the comment section or slating the deck, but hey ho, I wouldn't have it any other way. And then round 6 just finished. I played against Red Dragon Archfiend Rolad. It seems as though those cards aren't nearly pointed enough. He's a super nice guy. Again, we were just laughing and joking. I think what I'm enjoying a lot about the event today is that there are a lot of players here who just playing like the pet decks, they wanted to have a good time, and yeah, playing some good Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm loving the PK list. A lot of the time I think the M board in Genesis is better than the M board in Advanced, so it's giving me some ideas to go back to the shop with that. Now I'm just itching to get another feature match event in the future and try and win out on there. There was a funny moment in game 2 where I went to go and pop some of his cards with Break Sword, and I could hear the guys from the lodge screaming from over 500 miles away in my mind not to forget about the toy box, not to play into the toy box. Lo and behold, I'm reading through the group chat afterwards, and there's just this stream of messages from them saying, don't play into the toy box, don't play into the toy box. Come on, you guys don't give me nearly enough credit.
Rolad, Red Dragon Archfiend.
Yeah. I think someone else said
really?
they played against it.
Yeah.
That deck's nuts.
Someone said they played against it.
That deck was crazy.
Deck is crazy.
Stonks.
I could have won game 1, but I didn't.
I could have won game 1.
I could have won game 1. But a cheers nuts.
That's the title of your channel. Your
Yeah,
video.
I could have won yours.
But I didn't.
But I didn't.
I could have got my invite, but I didn't.
But I didn't.
Could have won euros, but I didn't.
So unfortunately ending the Genesis Challenge event not having made day 2. Top 64 players get to play on Sunday. I came 68th place. So unfortunately just missing out. After quite a good start to the event, going undefeated up until round 5, as soon as the feature match happened, it was all downhill from there, and we just kind of lost back to back to back. I think a little bit more just general knowledge of the format could have helped to mitigate those. It's one of those where after a long day, after a hot day, I think it's like 30 odd degrees right now, I just start making misplays. An example, I had a match against Mimighoul, basically had lethal on board, but I just missequenced things properly. Played into, I think it's called Summon Curse, which instead of setting my rank up spell, I banished it from my hand instead. Which happens. I think I'm pretty happy with how the tournament went, considering that I entered it on a whim. And yeah, I'm feeling good. It was a really fun day, and I'm feeling very optimistic for the rest of the weekend, especially because I didn't really have a game plan. And to be honest, I'm just beaming that I got my first feature match, even though I lost. I was glad to showcase my favourite deck of all time. So yeah, I think the plan is we're going to go and get some food. We're going to try and catch, I think, the England match of the World Cup. Just once again, enjoy a beautiful summer's evening in Brussels.
Sam's made day 2 of the Genesis event.
Not washed. Boom!
X2, baby. X2.
Fu was a great car. You see the thing where like you do like you put Fiend and saying Fu was a god. Can't say that. Fu was a bad card. Cut that out. Cut that. Fu sucks. Fu was great.
You have to either pick being good at Yu-Gi-Oh or being a good content creator. So
True.
I mean, I think you're a very, very good content creator. So
What do you think about me as a Yu-Gi-Oh player?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I've seen better.
You're as good as your last game.
Oh.
How was your last game?
I don't want to talk about it.
And so the first day of Euros eventually came to a close. And it's safe to say that it did not go the way that I thought it would, but it kind of just goes to show that anything can happen when you go to one of these events, especially if you're willing to put yourself a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Of course, another thing that I really love about traveling to these events is the social aspect, getting to see people who you don't normally see for a very long time. And so after the event, a bunch of us went out to grab some food, take in that Euros experience before heading back and watching, funnily enough, Belgium play in the World Cup. We got chatting to some locals who were also watching, and the whole day just got me really excited for whatever the rest of the weekend had in store for us. Well, this is the first time that I am supporting my camera on a biscuit, but hey, if it works, it works. Good morning, good morning. It is Saturday of Euros weekend, and we've had a little bit of a later start because the rest of the guys had to get up early to head over to the venue, and I have been able to have a lovely, lovely sleep in this morning. Who says there aren't any perks to not getting your invite to Euros, eh? So yes, it's been a bit of a slower start for me this morning, but I've been catching up with round 1 of the tournament on the live stream. I'm about to get ready to head over to the venue and see how the guys got on. Not exactly sure what my game plan is for today. I'm probably just going to take the day as it comes, maybe run some side events this afternoon. Caleb very kindly lent me his rollout Azamina cards for this weekend, and so I do want to put those through a little bit of work whilst I've still got access to them. At this point, I just want to say I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I know that there's not a lot of the nice B-roll sections that you guys love, but I am wanting to respect Konami's policy of not filming inside of the venue. And so, yeah, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone because I'm not entirely sure exactly how this video is going to come together. The point is, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're bearing with me, and I can't wait to see how the rest of this weekend goes. But before we head out and see what the rest of this weekend has in store for us, I've had a lot of messages on Twitter. If you don't already follow me, please consider following me on there. I upload like tournament reports from every event that I go to, or at least I try my best to. You know how these things go. But I've had a few people ask me on there for my PK Genesis list, so I want to just quickly show that off now for anyone who's interested. I'd rather do it now than do it in a separate video because I don't know when I'm next going to touch on Genesis content. So yeah, really quick, here's the list that I played yesterday. So yes, this is the list that I took to the event yesterday. I want to preface by saying that I don't think this is any way, shape or form optimized, and even not really knowing much about Genesis format, there's a lot that I would change about it. There were some really standout cards for me in terms of non-engine, cards like the Final Bringer of the End Times. Every time I saw that card, I felt so confident breaking boards, and also being an added layer of interruption to kind of pop spells and traps on my opponent's turn. That was really, really strong, especially because the deck spam so many bodies on both your turn and your opponent's turn. It was really strong. Triple Fog Blade instead of adding a wings or a sword, because in the combos that you do in the Genesis version, you can't consistently get to 2 traps in grave, so you only ever really need that 1 Monster Reborn. I used a decent amount of points on my playset of Tour Guide. I just wanted that extra level of consistency, but I do think there is an argument to cut that for more impactful non-engine. If I'd known, in theory, how good Perulia was in Genesis format, I definitely would have made room for that. I think that would have been a really big standout card. Extract-wise, I was really, really happy with it. The Xyz Armor package, I was really happy to stumble across. It fixed a lot of the issues that the deck had, just being able to have a rank 3 that you could, for cost, detach 2 from, so that you can get your resources in grave. The draw 1 and the rank up into the big guy, that is of course useful, but just the ability to draw 1 off of this guy. Maybe there even is a world where in the future I wouldn't even run the big guy and the fortress, I think it's called. Just to touch on the side deck. Side deck wise, there wasn't really much rhyme and reason put into it, but I was really happy with it. The Dark Bribes and Debunked were crazy. I know that the commentators had a good laugh when they saw the Dark Bribes drop. When your end board is so susceptible to something like a Book of Eclipse, having what is essentially a Solemn Judgment board breakers, I thought was really, really useful. Debunked, this was things like for Blitzclick, I played against VS, so that would have hit Holy Sue. Lava Golems, I know that Kaijus are the big thing at the moment. I think if I'd known more about the format, I would have played just normal Kaijus, because even though this deck can play without its normal summon, a lot of my games go in second. I really wish that I had access to my normal summon. DD Crows, because it's a hand trap, and yeah, it's universally useful. It's really good into my Paleo matchup. And then Lightning Vortexes, because I wanted a high impact board breaker, and the fact that you can discard your engine cards with this and play with your grave, I thought was really useful. In theory, in practice, I wish that these were Dark Holes. I think that Dark Hole would have been much better in combination with Book of Eclipse, and I didn't side these cards in once. So yes, that was the list. It's very much not optimized. They're all things that I think I would immediately change. If you guys have any suggestions for it, please do let me know in the comments below.
That is a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. What? The boys? How are we doing? Tell me it's good.
No.
No?
You know, I've been a staunch Kashtira player. I love the deck. I love the way it plays, the expression of skill. And I've always said I will play it till the wheels fall off. And some might say that the wheels fell off years ago.
Oh.
How did you do it? You left Malice, that was your baby.
Malice was not my baby.
Was it always branded? Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like PK was my baby, and but then I learned to give that up when it died. And now we're back. Now we're back, baby.
Yeah, so how long do I have to wait till Kashtira becomes
Well,
the
I
best
waited
deck?
5 years. So
Yeah.
you've got at least another two to go. Yeah.
Watch out for next series when me and you, we're trying to make it to next year's, and we're trying to qualify next year.
We're going to Worlds next year, aren't we?
We're going to Worlds.
We're going to Worlds. We're going to Worlds.
In Genesis.
In Genesis.
Round 4 of the main event is underway, and Sam is absolutely killing it. I think he's currently undefeated on Blitzclick, and he's breaking cool tune boards all day long by the sounds of it. Unfortunately, I think both Alish and Seb have had some unfortunate luck this morning, so it's all riding on Sam for now. Anyway, just spent a bit of time looking around all of the vendors, trying to pick up a few bits and pieces that we've been after for a while. Things like the missing Starlight Bestials that we're waiting on, as well as our own D-mod to play the Rolad deck. Also picked up a few other bits and pieces, like some of the new Drug Unity cards, because I think that when the Adamantipator support comes out, they're going to be really good in that deck. So I wanted to pick them up whilst they were still pretty cheap. Still unsure exactly what I'm getting up to today, whether or not to enter some pods, some side events, or just go out and do a bit of sightseeing in Brussels. I'm leaning more towards going and doing that, because I think side events are just going to be a bit more fun tomorrow when there's a lot more people to take part in them, and we can do like a 3v3 or, I don't know, just grind pods or something. But for now, I think Alish and I are going to head down to find a nearby shop to get a bit of food, a bit of water. Like I say, slightly less eventful day today, but it's all good and a nice change of pace after a full day of Yu-Gi-Oh yesterday. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's the first time I've said that all this video.
No, I said it might be time to. The wheels have fallen off.
He's already going back on it.
I'm just saying, Master of Blades would have been absolutely crazy. If you target it, I just detach, negate, and pop. But I'm like, that's how you beat Rolad, isn't it? You just swing and make a Zeus. Whee!
He's already going back on his beliefs. Ethan, how are you getting on?
It's just one of those transition periods.
Yeah, it's one of those transition periods indeed.
Currently X1 with Metal Morph, Fiendsmith, Bestial, Horus, Light and Darkness Ritual.
Base. There's no pendulums in that deck.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So update, I have just been allowed about 10 minutes to film a bunch of B-roll for this video. So whatever the hell you're about to see is the culmination of me speedrunning getting B-roll. No idea how it's going to turn out, but enjoy whatever this is going to be. So I just want to quickly talk a bit about exactly what happened this year. Obviously I use these videos as a mechanism to be very personal in my experience with this game, even a little bit outside of the game, but not really delve that far into my life outside of it. The long and short of it is that over the last 12 months or so, I've really not had much time to travel to events and play in as many events as I normally would like to. I've only really managed to travel to about 4 different events, and yeah, it's kind of, I don't think I quite appreciated until it was too late the impact that would have on my ability to kind of secure my invite. I think there's definitely an element of arrogance associated with that, where I just kind of assumed, oh yeah, I'll get it eventually, but of course eventually never came, and so here we are. I know I've spoken a lot about it, and I know that you're probably going to be sick of hearing it, but this is the first year since I started playing this game where I've not managed to get my invite to Euros, and so that's been very humbling, to say the least. As time on the round in the main event. But yes, like I say, it's been a very humbling experience, and I definitely know that it's not something that I should just expect to happen. I think also riding on the back of topping nationals last year, yes, I'm still going to bring that up. That kind of set a standard for what I thought was achievable, and obviously my success in the game over the last 12 months has not matched that. Also, in addition to the fact that in the last 12 months has been when I've started making content for you guys, that in itself has added a level of pressure where I don't want to be perceived as someone who isn't very good at the game, and I think as a result that's got into my head a little bit, and it's something which I definitely want to work towards. Because like I say, this is all very personal, it's documenting my journey as a player, and so the best thing I can do is focus on myself, focus on improving, and go from there. I'm going to really sit down after this weekend, look at how I'm going to do things differently next year. And fingers crossed, I'll be back again in the main event alongside Sam, alongside Seb, alongside all the rest of the guys who sadly couldn't make it this year. Maybe get back on the feature match after yesterday. I'm itching to get back on and prove myself. But yeah, 2026 was not the year. 2027, I'm going for you. Okay, that's the more solemn part of the video. Done out the way. Let's go find Sam. Let's go see how he did at the end of day 1. And I almost said it. I'm not going to say it. Let's see how we get on.
Yes.
He's coming home.
He's coming home. Come on, England. Score some goals.
Back at the venue, bright and early, supporting Sam on his Genesis endeavours. Unfortunately, just missed out on day 2 for the main event, but he's going to kill it in Genesis.
We've got it.
We've got it.
We've got a day 2.
We've got a day 2 amongst us all.
Not the double.
Not the double day 2. But yes, I thought we'd head down, give him a bit of support. What do you say? If we think that, confident if you win 2 rounds.
If we get 2 rounds, I think we're locked in for top cut.
He's chilling.
And we're locked in for that
chilling.
nice mat. A nice mat.
So yes, we're rooting for him. Just arrived
back at the venue, of course. We're going to see how much filming we can do again. Of course, check with everyone who we need to check with. And yeah, have a good day. Ooh. Have a good day overall. What round was that, Sam? Round
11.
10? 10. Fortunately, Sam got unlucky. But he was on table 3 going into the next round. He was the top of the X2 bracket. He played against a guy who's still X1, so his tiebreakers are insane. If he wins the next 2, he should be top of X3 bracket and he should make top 8.
Could even get top 8.
He could even get top 8. First Premier event top. Obviously, we're still very proud of how far you've come already. But a top 8 at the first ever European Genesis event would be insane and much deserved. So, we've got to keep on going.
Got to keep on going.
What, Sam? What have we got to do? Sam, what have we got to do? We've got to see how it goes. Usman, what time is it?
Always, bro.
It's always morphin time. Day 2 back.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what you
My
get.
first prize card with Max Metalmorph.
We're all very proud of you.
Most intense pack opening I've ever done. Oh, don't damage it. Kind of wanted to keep the packs fully sealed. I see a trap card.
A trap.
Trap.
Oh, oh.
I'm gonna draw 2. I kind of wanted a Caesar so I could play it, but this is good.
Find a way to slot it in. Find a way to slot it in.
Pharaoh reveal desires.
So round 12 of the Genesis Challenge is currently underway, and unfortunately Sam lost round 11 to some, by the sounds of it, pretty crazy hands from his opponent. Both games put him in the X4 bracket, so it's looking pretty unlikely that he's going to be able to make top 8. His tiebreakers are insane, so chances are that if he wins this final round, he will still make it to top 32 at the very least and get the cool Rolad playmat. But I do think he is understandably quite disappointed at the fact that he's not been able to make top 8. It's a shame because I know how much he cares about playing Genesis format. He's been more passionate about playing Genesis this weekend than the main event. So yes, my heart really went out to him when he told me. I'm going to head over to the tables now. I'm going to go see how he is getting on, and fingers crossed he can take home that last round victory for a top 32 finish.
Oh.
Yes! 19. Oh.
19th place. Well done, mate.
We made it.
Well done, mate. Well deserved. First Premier event top. Well done, mate. Well done.
All thanks to the Crumpet TCG.
All thanks to the Crumpet.
I know it goes without saying, but I am so incredibly proud of Sam. There are very few people who I know who care and kind of delve in to this game quite as much as he does. He's always just so on it in terms of meta trends, meta calls, and I know how much this achievement will mean to him. Very much deserved, and it was always a matter of time. I knew it would happen one day. I was so glad to be here when it did. We just finished filming a quick deck profile. I'm not going to post it here, but I will provide a link to it somewhere. So if you are interested to see exactly how he did it, you'll be able to find a link to his deck there. But yeah, that's kind of where we're up to now. Everything's there's that natural progression of an event where things start to wind down significantly, and everyone's just waiting, like I say, everyone's just waiting for Top Cut. I think there'll be a few surprises. I think there's going to be a few surprises in store. I really want to see some of the Alistair invoked cards in Top Cut. I've seen a few on the top tables, and it won the World's Points playoff, so who knows. There's not really much more to do at this point other than head back inside, watch top 8, top 4 of the main event, hang out with the guys, and yeah, fingers crossed there'll be some surprises in store for the top 8 of Euros. Comes to an end, so does our time here. Unfortunately, we are going to have to miss out on watching the top 8 because we've all come to the realization that after spending now 4 days here in Brussels, we've not actually done that much sightseeing. So we're actually going to head back to the hotel, freshen up a little bit, and probably head out in Brussels to enjoy what time we've got left of this weekend. We're still yet to see exactly what the top 8 of the main event is going to consist of, as well as exactly what the finals of the Genesis is going to consist of. I think one of the guys in the finals is playing Blitzkrieg Sacred Beast, which I know Sam played against him and he said that the deck was crazy. So that's a really exciting development. I want to wish all the best of luck to the top competitors, and I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for bearing with. Again, I still don't know how this video is going to come out. I hope it turns out great. I was quite anxious going into this weekend without a plan, not just in terms of playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but also in terms of making this video. I'm really glad that the weekend turned out the way it did. If I didn't take a chance on entering the Genesis event on the Friday, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to go on stream, which was definitely the highlight of my weekend. That's another thing to tick off the bucket list. And I wouldn't have been able to see one of my closest friends in this game achieve the level of success that he deserved by coming top 32 in the Genesis event. And just goes to show that anything can happen at any of these events if you're just willing to take a chance on something. And as always, just try and have fun doing it in the meantime. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. It supports the channel a lot. There's a lot of really exciting things coming, I assure you of that. And yeah, all your support means the absolute world. Thank you to everyone who came up to me this weekend. I got to sign a couple of cards and a playmat, which was insane to think that people outside of the UK watch this content, but they do. And, you know, as always, it just means the absolute world. The biggest takeaway from this weekend is that regardless of anything that happened in 2026, Euros 2027, I'm coming for you. See you next time.
Racing my mind, racing fast, facing down on the pavement now. I need something